Good evening, everyone.
Morning.
We are all here today at Faculty of Economy and Management to discuss our next movie review of Battleship. Okay, so everyone has watched the movies.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna review it in this evening. Okay, so who's gonna be the first person to review?
Me.
Ladies
Okay, hi, I'm Amira Azra. My metric number 185265. Okay, I want to review about Battleship. Battleship is a 2012 American military science war film loosely inspired by the classic board game. Okay, Battleship is based on Hasbro game. You get a sense when radar doesn't work and Rahana figures out a way to deduce the underwater movement of the alien craft by tracking wave pattern and on a trip with old-fashioned weather. Okay, the film eventually comes down to lots of things which things get blow up real good. One alien weapon is officially fearsome and a large metal ball with spikes roll through sting and flatten them. Okay, I think it is a worse movie because when the scene when the metal ball hit the city and we can see that the city all destroyed and it seems that nothing left. But despite all this, Hopper and the crew can survive and manage the war even though many circumstances happen to them. Okay, actually it is a good movie to review because it taught us many things such as survive when in a hardship and hardship situation, determination and never give up hope, although we know that sometimes it may harmful to us. Okay, the plot differs than what I have expected. I like the title subplots and delighted to see how respect and friendship develop as the movie progressed. Okay, I found all in all, I feel that it is a touching movie when at last the battleship was being attacked by the alien. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi. My name is Muhammad Shazal Azmi and my metric number 185559. Okay, first of all, I review this movie Battleship. In this science fiction movie, a young immature Navy Lieutenant Alex Hopper must stop alien invaders from destroying the human race. An alien spaceship lands on Earth and destroys two Earth vessels involved in an international training maneuver. LAX is the highest officer left on a newbie third ship. As such, he and the remaining men have to play cat and mouse with the alien mothership and three smaller spaceships armed to the teeth. The good news is that the aliens have lost their communication spaceship. And the bad news is that an alien force field prevents Alex and his men from communicating with the rest of the fleet. Working alone, Alex and his men must stop the aliens from using a local Hawaiian satellite array to call for reinforcement. One is going battleship is a lot of turbocharged fun, despite brief corny moments and some possible plot holes. For me, it's a strongly patriotic, exciting story. It also teaches lessons in bravery, maturity, and humility. That said, there's a plenty PG-13 for language in Battleship. But for me, it's the action so extremely fun. These things warrant caution, especially for younger viewers. For me, that's all.
Tiga. Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good evening, guys. My name is Halim. My metric number 185368. Okay, for me, for this Battleship 2012, it involves two main characters. There's Alex Hopper and Samantha Shane. Okay, these guys made
Main character.
the main character give a lot contribution to this movie. Okay, the genre for this Battleship actually combine about science fiction, the game in what Transformers.
Hasbro.
Just like
The same companies as Transformers.
Yes,
yeah, it is, bro.
this movie actually the battle between human and alien who suddenly attack our Earth. Okay, it happened in the Hawaiian Island where an international naval fleet in Pearl Harbor in a series of training engaged in fighting a very dynamic and intense again an alien race known as the Legion. Alien come to planet Earth on mission to develop resource in the sea. They come and want to make a case and send mission with a naval fleet. Okay, the battle happen and all of that is entrusted to the Hopper, the main character, who do not systematic in making strategies. Okay, but in the middle of the climax of the story, the Alex Hopper main their own character to
Being the captain.
being a captain as a leader. Okay, to improve the strategies to kill the alien.
Yes.
Okay, so for me the best moral value I get from this movie is we cannot to be greedy in authority, but we must accept our weakness and get help if we need.
Yes. They get the strength from other crew, our crew, if you need that.
Yeah. Okay. And the nice word I get from this movie is we all going to die. We
We are all going to die.
We all going to die, just not today. Yeah.
That's a quote.
Yeah. This
It's a brilliant quote.
because he know what he do
What awaits
kill
them.
the
Win this
alien.
battle.
Yeah.
There is as a navy
Yeah.
to
From
defeat the aliens.
okay, that's all.
Then
Next one. Okay, I will be the next one to review this movie. My name is Muhammad Ikmal bin Jamaluddin and my matrix number is 185815. Okay, for my movie review, I would like to touch about two things. The first thing, the things that I like, and the second thing, the things that I don't like about this movie. Okay, for the things that I like about this movie is that the war scene between the human and the alien. For me, I like to watch any kind of war scene in any movie, you know, like for example like Black Hawk Down and what kind of example
Action
of war
movies.
Pulp Fiction.
war movies like
Saving
war
Private
movies.
Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan, yes, that's the classic for the war movies. Okay, and then I also like the design for the battleship, you know, the alien design for the battleship, and also the design for the destroyer ship. I think the design is quite elegant and also closest to the real world, you know. So the movie is, you know, really close to the real world situation that happening in the world right now. Okay, now I would like to talk about the things that I don't like about this movie. There are a lot of things that I don't like about this movie, especially when they try to revive the USS Missouri, you know, the Mighty Mo, the ship that had been served in the World War II against the Koreans, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you know, the scene is so unrealistic because it only takes about a few moments to get the ships running again. So because of that, I think that scene is not very, you know,
Logical.
it's not very logical and realistic to the real world. It's not so close to reality. Okay, and then the shield. I dislike the shield. You know, why does the alien need to put up a shield? I know it's for their defense, but it just makes the movie so nonsense and so unrealistic. The plot is too convenient for me because of that scene. You know, what
It is
the,
predictable.
yes, so predictable
Last
and
part,
so
maybe
cliche.
the difference.
It just wants to make the story to be alive, you know, so that stories can happen because of that shit. Okay, and then I would like to talk about, you know, the graphic. The graphic for me for the alien is too cartoonish. It is not suitable for a live action movie to have a graphic such like just like in the Battleship movie for the alien design. So because of that, I think the movie is not suitable for a live action movie. Okay, and then I would like to talk about the moral value of this movie. The only moral value that I can get from this movie is when, you know, is when the Alex Hopper doesn't give up whenever when he wants to try to win the battle against the alien. Okay, we must not give up, just like Alex did when he command his crew to win the battle against the alien. Okay, just like in our real life, we must not give up no matter what happened in our life. No matter what problem we had, no matter what hardship we face, we must never give up in order for us to succeed in this life, you know. Because we as a human must have problems. No human in this world doesn't have any problem in their life. We must have problems. So because of that, we must try our best to overcome our problem and to, you know, have the best solution for our problem. We must fight until we win, just like Alex did against the alien. Okay, that's all from me.
Hi, my name is Asifa binti Ibrahim. My metric number is 18530. Okay, I want to give some movie review, which is the main character is Alex Hopper, which is the handsome guy in
Hey.
this movie. Then, first of all, I want to talk about Stone Hopper, which is Alex brothers. Forced his brother to become US Navy because his brother is lack of motivation, so he want to give
Some boost.
training to him. Then okay, during the exercise, which is theme of the Pacific exercise, the aliens touched down to the earth, and the 5 aliens had caused heavy damage in Hong Kong. Then when the exercise, Alex Hopper had seized his brother dad with commanding officer and also executive officer. With this situation, he forced to take command to replace his brother. And then because of that, because of he is the most senior officer left on the ship. Then when the alien had crashed on
The sea.
the sea, and someone of the person who in charge in the ship tried to solve the problem, which is they use tsunami warning buoys, and when they know the weakness, they try to track the aliens, and they know that the aliens got sensitive to sunlight. Then this is determined by John Paul. Right. And then I want to talk about the ending, which is Alex Hopper tried to get the same, and he asked permission from fathers, same fathers, and
To marry.
he asked to marry, and then his father
Rejected.
reject. Because his father don't want. His father said no, but he tried to protect himself by said that he had saved the world. And initially the father refused, but then invite to lunch together to discuss the matter. That's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening to everyone. Okay, my name is Muhammad Zuhairi bin Muhammad Ramlan, and my matrix number is 185541. Okay, about this Battleship movie, as my friends, my other group members has reviewed, this is story illogical, Alex Hopper. Maybe I don't have to touch about that. So I'm talking about what moral what moral value that I had from this movie. Actually, the first one, I can sense the importance of communication in this movie, because you see, communication is very important wherever we are. Every day we communicate with each other, we interact with each other. So in this movie, the communication happens. We can see the importance when the alien and also the Navy are both trying to get communications from their both sides. The aliens try to interact with their home planet, and the Navy is trying to interact with their base. So without this, without these communications, they will be in hardship. They are not getting better. Instead of, I'm sorry, it's getting harder. It's not worse, but it's harder to win a simple situation. It's not simple actually, but it's harder to dominate the situation. Yes. So other than that, we can see that in this story also the value of older people in this movie, because
The veteran.
yes, the veterans of the Battleship, US Missouri.
Yes, Missouri.
The US Missouri
Mighty Mo.
is very what they say,
It's very old.
is very old. Yes, it's very old. So with this, because the new Battleship is using
Advanced.
advanced technology. So when they had to use the USS Missouri, the veterans offer themselves to help the new
soldier, the new
Navy, the new generations to handle the Battleship. So with that help, actually it's an impact. It's a big impact on in that movie actually, because without them, how does Alex Hopper win with the alien? So as for me, communications and what they say, the importance of older men, the older generations.
It's actually a teamwork.
Yes,
Also.
teamwork. Actually teamwork. Thank you. That's all for me. So maybe Zarul is left. So Zarul,
My name is Zarul Fawazli bin Zakaria. My matric number is 185618. Okay, my opinion of this Battleship movies, I would like to comment on two things only. The first one, how the moral values that I can sense is that women can make men do stupid things. I agree on that. 100%. At the beginning of the story, Alex Hopper, who met
on his birthday.
on his birthday, on his birthday party with his brother Stone Hopper. Stone Hopper bought him a birthday cake. Then
Birthday muffin cake.
birthday
Cupcake. Just a
cupcake.
cupcake. Small
Cupcake.
cupcake.
And then
And not satisfied.
his brother asked Alex to make
Join.
a wish. To make a wish first. And then he said that don't make wasteful wish, which is eventually Alex asked for a woman for the wish. And then Samantha come at the bar. And Samantha asked for a chicken burrito.
Yeah, chicken burrito. But the
barista said that
The kitchen closed.
The kitchen closed. And then Alex realized that situation, and then he tried to start the conversation with Samantha, and he thought that he can impress Samantha by getting her chicken burrito
in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes. It was a challenge to Alex, and then Alex went to the nearest convenience store. But eventually the store already closed. So the stupid things happened. Alex tried to break into the convenience store and steal.
It's not a steal.
He paid for the chicken burrito. But in not appropriate ways. He made a lot of mess.
Yes, mess, and it's what they say, destructing of
public property.
And
then the police come back.
Alex got teased by the local police.
And he managed
to
give chicken burrito.
he managed to give the chicken burrito to Samantha. But it's such a stupid thing to do. But you know, women. Because of women, men do stupid things.
Only this movie.
Okay, on this movie. The other one.
Strategy.
No, the other moral values is on how we learn to make decisions.
Yeah.
Okay. As we know that Alex Super is very terrible at making decisions, but he's getting better because of the situation of the alien invasion. At first, because of his temper, because of he cannot calm his down, cannot make a right decision, he caused his football team a victory.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He's
The
still in the
penalty,
football match,
the
yes.
bleeding.
Supposedly,
Actually, to be substitute.
Against Japan.
Against Japan.
Yes,
Supposedly
Japan
there will be another kickers to take
Yeah.
the penalties, but because of his
He
arrogance,
refused.
because of his selfishness, he insists to take the penalties, and then he flopped it. And but his decision making
It's bad at the
During,
time.
yes.
It's awfully
at the
bad.
time, but it's getting better over the station
Over the story develop.
after he's taking charge of the battleship.
Yeah, the Battleship.
He is finally showing his
True colors.
leadership, responsibility.
But at first, after his brother died, he mentally influenced. He wants to go straight to the alien.
Yeah.
So
But because of his crews,
Scholars and
encourage him to do the right things, and then finally he succeeded. Lead the battleship to a victory over the
making the right decision.
Yeah, making a right decision is
Is the key.
crucially important in our life. Just not just in the movies. Okay, I think that's it.
Hello everyone, I'm the group leader, Azhar bin Hamdan. My matrix number is 185293. Okay, what I'm gonna review about this battleship is about the moral value first, the brotherhood values. Brotherhood value between Alex Hopper and Stone Hopper. Okay, between these two people, okay, actually he can just left out his brother to just win whatever he wants with his life, right? But and then eventually he asked his brother in the bathroom, right? He asked his first and then asked him to go to the Navy because he doesn't have the purpose of his life. He doesn't have a job, doesn't have an apartment by himself. He doesn't get married. Even girlfriend he doesn't get. Even when the chicken burrito he gets for the woman. But eventually he gets it. He gets a girlfriend. He gets Sam and Tilly. He gets Sam and Tilly. Okay. And then that's how the brotherhood is. Even though he was mad at his little brother, which is Alex Hopper, but eventually he asked him to join the Navy and then he makes good out of himself. So that's how. Okay, and then about the leadership skills. How he was Alex being a leader in the football field. So, okay, do you see actually it was USA versus Japan?
Yeah.
It was like in the Pearl Harbor fight in the war. So it's just in this movie it just show that it's a football game.
It's an irony.
It's an irony, okay. And then but this time Japanese won, right? This time Japanese won because of the leadership, because of stubbornness of Alex Hopper.
Yeah.
He was getting kicked at the face. and then he had a concussion. But eventually, because he wants to win the game and be the heroes of itself, he lost the match. And the whole team get result of it. And the whole team
Lost the game.
desperate.
Disappointed.
Disappointed. Because of Alex Hopper didn't get the penalty kick, didn't get goal. Way over the crossbar, right? So that's how you're supposed to be a leader, not just a boss. To be winning by yourself, it's supposed to be a team, not a single person winning. So that's it about the leadership. Okay, and then the next one is the. Do you guys even know the sidekick of Captain? What's the name of the captain again?
The Captain Yuji.
Captain Yugi. Captain Yugi.
The Japan
captain. He was actually a smart person because he used tactical. And then he just say one word. That's how you live, by cheating. Okay. Actually, he was cheating about how to survive the tactical skills of using the tsunami buoyant, right? To find how's the pattern of the aliens, how they move. But the aliens also figure it out how they detect how the aliens itself move, right? And then the third aliens, okay, the first and the second already killed, right? Okay, the last ship, they seems to be moved like a zigzag, so it can't be featured out. It can't be predicted easily. So, but Captain Yugi seems to be reading how's the aliens thinking, right? So at last, he was taking one last shot at it and it attacked the aliens. And the last one is I'm agreeing about the communication. Actually, this movie can be easily won if the communication was unblocked by the shield. Because the shield itself, you see, when the shield is unblocked, the jet fighters come. Jet fighters come. Just 2 or 3 drop of bombs and then the aliens lose already. Okay,
in a split second.
In a split second, because that's how they win. That's it. Because actually, what's the thing that make them firstly hard to won this war? It's because of the shield itself. Because they can't have any communication. So you see, outside of the shield, actually there's many battleship and many jet fighters, right? But they can't do anything. They can't even get in the shield. So that's how the alien strategy war is, right? But Captain Yugi seems to be have read the art of war for the Chinese and for the Japanese book, right? But Alex Hopper seems to be misinterpreted it. He misinterpreted, but he won it. Also, even he misinterpreted. So actually, how to win a war is just by tactical. How you think, how you depend, how you act. No. It's just thinking about how the enemies think. It's like that.
Like how the enemies think.
Be the enemies. Beat the enemies. Okay.
Makes your friend close and you aim closer.
Okay. So that's it for my review. Thank you.